What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to tonight's show. You guys want to say what up?
Hey guys.
Hola. ¿Cómo son? No, I ain't gonna do it today.
I know, right? Don't be confusing our audience. What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles. We're back in the building. We have this is our first episode of August. So I think this is now season 8 or season 7.
We're in seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, shooky ducky now.
Oh yeah. So this is our 7th anniversary of GFT Radio Show.
Oh wow!
I've been around for about 6.5 years. Dame's been around for about 4.
Maybe I've been around for the whole shebang.
And Sonny's been here for the whole shebangy bang bang. 7 years of GFT Radio.
Oh yeah, did we hit 200 already?
200? You mean 500?
500. What was it? 5? Yeah, I knew it was the hundreds. It was.
Yeah. We're around 450 something. We're in our 450th show. We'll be approaching our 500th show by the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we're doing big things over here at GFT Radio. So shouts out to us. I wish I had.
Yes, and I'm sorry, guys, to upset you, but there will be no Sex with Sunny this month.
Not for the whole month?
Yeah, because
wait.
I don't
want my free bill.
Oh, wait. You got to say that one more time for Hank, because you know Hank got to hear that.
Oh, sorry. Hank, there will be no Sex with Sunny for the month of August.
Whoa.
He's like,
going
that's
on
drastic.
A celibate? Right, you going on a
celibate, right.
Because the way my schedule lines up, August is a busy month for me. It's everybody in their mama's birthday.
Yeah.
So it's very hard for me to sit people down and do what I'm trying to get to be done. But I am going to do hopefully 2 shows. 2 shows. I'm going to claim it. 2 shows next month. One, I'm trying to do a girl talk with me and my girls. We're going to try to be all live in the same area.
So you're having girl on girl after the celibate month. You having a menage a 3 with the girls? Okay.
It's going to be more than 3 of us.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get the schedule to find out what day that they can do it, which Friday, and then we'll see. But I'm definitely gearing to have 2 shows next month. It's just been a very crazy month for me, and I've been spending a lot of money, and I very much like to stay in my house. But my daughter's birthday is up next, so. Oh
yeah, for sure. All right. Well, cool. Well, at least we know now. At least we won't be expecting it. We'll be prepared. We'll wait for next next month in September.
Get those hopes down.
I know, right? Don't be upset with us, guys. It's not our fault.
It's like when she comes in with the flannels that night, you go, "Oh, yeah, this is not happening tonight."
Right.
What I came through with the flannels.
I don't know. The flannels are sexy. That'll be getting people going. So But anyway,
she coming with the whole
tonight we do have a great show.
The matching shirt, pants, outfit is not going down tonight.
But we do still have a great show lined up for you guys tonight. We have a great topic, and so we're bringing that to you today. And looks like we got an almost full house. Just missing Smooth. Shout out to Smooth, always in the building for most of the shows. He's also one of semi-original. I think he's been on for 6.5 years, right? So he joined about halfway through the first year.
Huh?
Smooth. He joined halfway through the first year.
Yeah.
So he's been on here for about 6.5 years. But yeah, so shout out to Smooth. Shout out to
Roe for starting it with me, J. Roe.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Shout out to J. Roe. Shout out to Double D for getting it started, getting it kicked off early on in the early days of GFT Radio. And shout out to Hank. Hank is our one of our newest hosts on the GFT Radio, and as well as has his own show, How to Hustle podcast with Hank on Tuesdays at 2 p.m.
But it's been like almost a year, right?
I think it's been a year, right?
Yeah, it been over
Really?
a year now.
Yeah, I thought it was over a year, almost 2, but I didn't want to say that.
Right, for sure.
But I know we
Yeah,
said
we
it
are.
last time on the show. We were talking about like when did you come here, and I
Yeah,
said
I can
that I
find
think it's
out.
been close to 2.
right. What's up,
Well,
Dame?
I was supposed to set that up. Not you're not
Oh,
supposed to go off and
right.
do
Dame always
oh,
sets it up because I had to
hey,
steal
you
that
know
one.
you.
right. I know, right. I always tell Dame not to do me. I'm over here doing him.
Lord.
All right, so let's go ahead and
July.
get
It was
started.
July last year. I'm looking at the joint now.
Oh,
It says
July.
July the
Okay.
5th.
Yep.
So
What was you
yeah,
doing last week, July?
I was doing the Hot Hustle podcast with Hype. All exclusive episodes can be found on all streaming platforms. Or if you just Google Hype, you know what I'm saying, all of those links and fine things will come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I started listening to the most recent one today. I didn't finish it because I had life happening. So, but I got through it, most of it.
That would be What Are You Willing to Sacrifice for Success, available tomorrow at 2 p.m. on the GFT Radio Network.
Yeah.
On all streaming platforms where we only accept 5 stars, not 4.
For sure. All right, tonight's topic is why men come back into a woman's life. So we're going to talk about that topic today, which may explain why Smooth isn't here. But
I'm trying to figure out why I'm here. No, I'm just playing.
that's our running joke is Smooth doesn't do relationship shows. But he always adds in his 2 cents in the comments. So I expect to see him in the comments if he's available tonight. But yeah, we're going to talk about this topic. It came up several months ago, actually, because there was a topic about basically like the reasons why men do certain things or how they do certain things. There was a topic about, when does a man feel like he's in love? When does a man feel like he's done with a relationship? Why do certain men stay in relationships longer than the relationship really has lasted? And then this was one of the topics, which was why do some men go back into a woman's life? And I actually had this question pop up recently. A friend of mine was asking me about spinning the block, and so when Sonny suggested for this to be the next topic, I chose this one because I was like, dang, it actually just popped up, so I already got a pretty good answer for at least part of this. And like she said, it's several guys on this show, so I figured we could definitely all speak to this, and but then also get a woman's perspective on why do some women allow a guy to come back into their life, or why do some women want to spin the block themselves. So we'll get to that a little bit later. But in the meantime, the first question I wanted to ask was, have you ever spun the block? Have you gone back into a relationship that you had previously been in, and regardless of how it ended, if it was good, bad, or indifferent, have you spun the block before? And don't give us all the examples of all the times you've done it, but just maybe one example of like, of the why. So let's go ahead and start with Dame. I want to start with Dame on this one.
No, I have not gone back to any of my exes. Reasoning is we broke up for a reason. I mean, yes, I still care for them, but
Care for all
there's
of
a
them?
reason why we broke up.
How many of
Very
them?
caring. He's a very caring guy, isn't he?
Very caring guy. Got a lot of
Big heart.
a
Big
lot
heart.
of care in his heart.
Not unless you're a complete butthole. I hold a special place for all my friends in my heart, even Sonny. So
I'm not an ex. Wait a minute. Let's
no, I said all my friends. I said all my friends. Even my exes. We just wasn't compatible. It doesn't mean that we went kicking and screaming and fighting on the way out the relationship. It was just a mature. What's that?
I said copy that because that's where
I feel like I know Haim's answer.
No, because I mean, just because we could be mature enough to like know it, we not connecting, we're bumping heads, or it's just something about each other's personalities wasn't, connecting. So better to end this now, even though it's going to hurt, just move on.
For sure. Go ahead, Hank. Let us know.
It's better to end this now,
Keela!
Dame.
I'm sorry, we gotta give a special shout out. I'm sorry, Hank. I'm sorry to interrupt you real quick. Shout out to Keela. Keela, I don't know if you know, but this is our 7th anniversary, and I know you only just started kind of listening to us in the last 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, but for 2 or 3 years, Keela has been one of our best guest commenters, and she's been I think she was on the show once.
Yeah.
Definitely shout out to Keela. Appreciate you, sweetheart. Love you. Appreciate all the support for sure.
Facts.
All right, go ahead, Hype. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of agreement with Dame on this one. As you know, Hype, I have 0 exes because I never had a girlfriend in my life.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Hype. Has never had a girlfriend in his life.
Yeah, that's no reason to be giving out any titles or any of that. Titles are given out in the UFC, not when Hype's talking to you.
Wow. In the UFC. I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But
using it.
Nah, I mean, it was never a reason. Like Dame was saying though, be mature enough to understand the signs when they're there. Don't ignore those red flags when they're there. We all see signs and understand shit like, oh, she's doing this and I don't like that. He's doing this and I don't like that. So if you recognize those things, let's be mature enough to say, look, let's end this now while it's still cool. I might run into you at the club or at the bar and, oh, damn, hey, what's up, Sonny? It don't gotta be, oh, here come this bitch, here come this nigga. Let me get out of here before it gets to it. Right. Yeah, let's end this while we still cool. Let's end this while everybody's still on a good accord. We just might not have been good for each other. Relationships is all about timing. Whether those timings be 2 guys, 2 girls, or however, it's all about the timing. I might not have met you at the right time in my life. I might have met you when I was young, wild, and free, and you was all for structure. And I wasn't. I knew that you was that type of chick, but I wasn't at that place right now. So it's all about, being mature enough to just say, all right, we cool. Let's just, let's just end this now.
Right, for sure. So for me, spinning the block, spinning the block has not been a thing that I've been big on, but I have done it. I did it once, and it was a situation where I felt like the what do you call it? The residual friendship that came from the previous relationship allowed me to maintain a good relationship with that person. And then by the time that we decided to try one more time, I was just at a place in my life where I felt like I needed a new relationship, and I felt like I had the capacity for a new relationship. It wasn't something I planned, so it wasn't like that. It was just more like the friendship rekindled the relationship, and then I was like, you know what, we can go ahead and try this again. As you can tell, since I'm single again, it didn't work out, but it was definitely a learning experience. It was definitely one of those situations where I did have to come back and say, okay, you know what, now I'm at a place where I understand why people don't spin the block, why they don't go back to these old relationships. Because like Dane said, there was a reason we broke up, right? And not that the second time we broke up was the reason. It was as the same reason, but it was like there were some underlying issues that have been there in the past that were never resolved, either known or unknown, but also just the history didn't allow for I think, well, on my part, it didn't allow for the patience. I think I felt like, if this was already something that was foregone, and it was like, okay, I tried again, but now that I'm having the slightest bit of I don't know the right word to use at this moment, but the slightest bit of
trepidation
that now I can just get out of it, because I'm like, you know what, this isn't working. I'm just gonna move on. And then also this was after my divorce, so or actually in the middle of my divorce. So I was like, I was already in this space of like, you know what, I'm already giving up big things. I can give up this too. you know. So I think, you know, all in all, it gave me that sense that, you know, I can move on.
Quick
and
question.
keep it moving, and I shouldn't do this again. And at this point in my life, there's no one else in my past that I can look back and say, oh, I regret this ending, and now, you know, and possibly give it another chance. Every relationship in my past, I'm like, you know what, I ended it for a reason, or I had those feelings at that time, and those feelings, you know, there's no need to try to rekindle those feelings. It was ended for a reason. It's done. What's done is done.
Quick question, because you said this happened when you was like coming out of a divorce. So is the double back in that aspect? This is a sense of something that's familiar. I'm about to lose all things that I recognize, know, and now I got a sense of uncertainty. So now it's like shit. I got to hold on to something that I recognize, and it's like me and her, even though it wasn't perfect, it's at least I know how to go. Was it that type of thing?
I mean, 100%. You know, you said it right there. It was the comfort of knowing, right? I already know how this was going to go. I already knew what to expect. I already had some idea of how things would flow. There was no fear involved. And I think that's why it made it so easy to kind of like fall into, because it was like, okay, we're still friends. We still had this good rapport. And then now it's like, you know what? Remember the good times, and let's just restart that, because we know that that's good. And I think that, you know, being able to have that comfort while you're losing things, I think it's a double-edged sword, right? You know, it's a gift and a curse. You know, the gift of it for me was that I was coming out of this relationship that was hurting, and then getting into this other relationship that was more healing than hurting. So it was just like, okay, you know, this is dulling the pain, or this is making me feel better, and it's making me feel like I can push through, you know. So Keela said, going back to my past is always about sex. Don't be nothing more but missing the sex. And now that I've done, and I don't call that spinning the block. I just call that proximity. That's ease and proximity, you know. And I mean, and I think a lot of people, I mean, Heinz over there smiling because he knows it's probably happened to him, because ease and proximity is one of those things where it's like, you feel like, hey, this person, I know this person, I know what we had, I know what we can do, and it's fun. So let's just do it again. And there's no strings attached, no issues. And if somebody tries to bring a string in, you just cut that motherfucker. So, you know, that's what I did. So, you know.
In them situations, I just thought about my man. Rest in peace, Wave. I remember he said this bitch is easier than a fast break layup. So, like, in that situation, you already know, like you said, it's convenient, it's familiar, and you already know what it is. This is a fast break layup.
Yeah.
In them situations, like, obviously I can't speak from experience because I've never been divorced and like forced to have to now reset my whole world. I would say just, if we're gonna make that big of a change, let's just change everything. Let's not try to stick with nothing that's familiar on that aspect, because it's like all that's gonna do is probably lead you into another relationship with this person that you know you don't really want to be with. Now it's 6 months later and y'all looking at apartments.
Right. Exactly. What up, Jamie? So Jamie's another stalwart in the podcast. He's been around for just as long as Hympe, about a year. He actually came here through Hympe show, and then started watching the Monday show. Appreciate you, Jamie. Been
Appreciate
one of our,
you hitting the button.
Yes, indeed. So we appreciate you, Jamie. Shout out to Jamie, always in the comments every week. He's always in Hympe's comments on Hympe show every week. So appreciate the support. Definitely appreciate the support. Huh?
What show was that?
We already did that. I did it. You did it. We all did it.
That would be the How to Hustle podcast with Hympe, known as the podcast rapper.
Hympe's like, I'm gonna take advantage of my plug.
Very expensive plugs. Ain't nothing cheap about these.
Exactly.
Well, I have spent the block. I've remixed the block.
Oh damn!
I did a whole 52 remix of the shit and came back and came out like, and for me it's like
Sonny's a serial killer.
No, I will tell you that So the reason I have spent the block because I know me. For me, like I never really try to end the situation badly. I'm on good terms with anybody I've ever dealt with. And we just don't deal with each other like that anymore. But it's not like I hate you, you hate me, kick rocks and stuff like that. Even at the worst situation of ending a situation, it was never it was probably an issue and then we got past it, or at some point healing came in and I was able to, move on. But I've definitely spent the block, and more times than not, it was because of either one or two things. I didn't really give it a shot because, for early on for me dating, I didn't really, I had walls completely built up. So I didn't really give them like a fair shake. So I think for me, it was like, well, they haven't done anything bad. Let me not be an asshole this go around and at least try. Or, and like Willie said, it didn't work out for the most part. I will say that even though while most didn't work out, I learned valuable lessons at the end of it. And I learned a lot about myself. So for me, it was like going back there to be like completely either done with the situation and know I can completely let go, or learning the real reason, like, because I may think it's a trivial reason why I left. And now I understand that it wasn't a trivial reason. This is the real reason why I left. And I know that this is never going to work again. So I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What made you have those walls up though?
I had them up, and I can't even really blame past relationships. It was, well, I guess I can kind of sort of. It wasn't like dating relationships. It was just life relationships with people. And because you can't really trust people that are around you that's supposed to love you, and then you meet somebody and they say they love you, and then they trust them, and you like, no, well, I trust these people and I love them, and they've been doing fuck shit from the beginning, and I've never done anything wrong to them. So what makes you think you're any different? So like you're no different. I'm just, like, for me, it was always waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like, nah, this is too good to be true.
Too good to be true.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not gonna give him a chance to hurt me. Like, I was an asshole. Like, and I don't even know why these people dated me. Like, I was mean. Like, people sound mean, but like I was mean, and I was selfish.
Here's the answer to those questions are always because you're a girl, and no matter what y'all go through, we'll put up with some BS just to, you know what I'm saying. I
can't even say that because some of them weren't even those type of relationships. But go ahead.
I asked you that about the walls because I know personally I had a whole construction site built. Like, there was no way you was penetrating this joint, because it was like, I'm not open to any of this. I'm not even open to talking about this. This is not what I want to do. This is not what I'm looking to do. I got trust issues. Like, trust is like earned over decades with me.
Yeah.
Like, people, like Sonny said, the people that be closest to you have proven to be time and time again untrustworthy. So It's like, for me, it takes a whole hell of a lot to get to the point where it's like, all right, maybe she is actually going to work. Cause like, this is the 4th year in a row she been wearing the same color scrubs going out this door at this same time. Like, niggas be having whole double lives.
Holiday,
and all of that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yo, so you work Christmas every year, huh? Okay.
Keila said that she says, I give men who come back a hard time.
Why is that, Keila? I saw that when you had that.
Yeah, it's because why are you back here?
Yeah, and I'm more of a thing like, and Keila, I feel that as a female we do that because you want to know why? This man done probably put us through so much nonsense unnecessarily, right? And we haven't, and all we, like, most of us, like, want to just love y'all, and y'all just be, and y'all either not ready for us and don't want to let go of us, or just on some nonsense. Some dudes be on some nonsense. And
I don't want nobody else to have you.
I got a question for you on that one. I'm gonna finish reading Keela's comment. Then I got a question for you on that one. So Keila says that now you don't get the same me because you passed up on it, and now you're back. So this is my thing.
Keila said she was doubling back because of the situation. That's what he's maybe he doubling back for. You gonna give him a hard time, Keila?
She gonna give him a
Yep.
hard time. You back for the
He gonna
sex? You
beg
getting a
for
hard
it and
time coming
everything
back for
else.
the sex. You coming back for the food? You getting a hard time coming back for the food. You coming back for the companionship? She like, no matter what,
Just the
you getting a hard
conversation
time.
alone, you getting a hard time. Just to get my time and sit down and talk. You want me to talk to you? Nah, nigga, we gotta think about this. Like, I gotta think about this. Like, it's gonna be, you're gonna keep like, till we really can't talk now. I really want to talk to you. Like, cause I'm gonna give you the runaround. Cause why? I was available for you at the time I was, and you didn't give a damn. So why you want me to be so available for you now?
Maybe the man wasn't mature enough to handle that situation at that time.
Yeah, so when you mature enough, you're gonna understand why, and you should be mature enough to understand why I'm on fuck shit now. You got to prove that you worth my fucking time and energy.
See, this is why I'm not doubling back. Why I'm not
listen, I want to tell you, we talked about this before. Guys are usually the less mature person in a relationship emotionally because we, as guys, we're taught not to show emotions or display emotions or anything with emotions is weak.
Child, and that part too. You missed
so
it.
So some women have to be a little bit more patient or understand that, hey, can we work on this, or do you know how to work on this without working on it? Letting him know that we're working on this part of your relationship with you, and to kind of bring him along. Some people are more resistant. Like some guys don't know how to emotionally evolve in a relationship.
Yeah, true that. Keela said that she said she been asked for a relationship, but she says no screwing boat. Tan said, right, I'm the opposite. I'm like, I knew you'd miss my ass.
Now, listen. Let me tell you something, Tan. Listen, what nigga I know you, like, I don't care who you fucking, it ain't me. So I'm thinking, what that means, say with David Ruffin, your bed ain't shit without me. I already know I'm coming. I know little lazy Lou ain't doing, like, she ain't, come on, bruh.
Right.
Bruh, I know what you was doing. I changed your whole life.
I changed your whole life.
Don't. Thanks, Tan. But like, yeah, don't listen. I'll fuck up a motherfucking life and nature. Like, oh, you keep asking about her? Yep, he keep asking about me. You want to know why? This ain't like, I ain't just cute.
Right. Oh, Jamie put the cut emoji. Tan said exactly, Sonny, 100.
I know fuck around and changed up your whole life, and you over here acting like you happy over it with lazy Lou. You ain't happy.
Hold up. She gonna say I ain't just cute.
Ted said they always come back.
Now, listen, anybody I can fuck right now. I'm gonna tell you that now. Anybody that I let slide up in here,
so they
call them right now.
So they ready to spin that block.
I'm not gonna say anybody because a couple of nights it was, I don't know who that was, but a percentage is decent that if I was back out on the market and sent a few DMs,
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I know I got a couple out there that's hanging low hanging fruit, but I'm not trying to cut that fruit down, so I'm straight.
And that
I am definitely not trying to knock them doors down.
Yeah, that part too.
Yeah, Keela says I have good friendships with exes that I have no relationship or sexual desires for. Exactly. Yeah. See, exactly. And that's my thing. I have quite a few exes that I still, communicate with, am friends with. But yeah, no, there's nothing there. And even if I had done the sex thing, the proximity and dash, I'm straight on that now. Totally, completely. So
I ain't never been in that situation just because it's like, I know me and I know I'm gonna always be like, I wonder if so that might have been 6-7 years ago, but I don't want to have to find out if I could or not.
It's not even about finding out. I just know, people, or are you saying you're not friends with them? You saying you're not even friends with them?
Since before I had my daughter. My daughter now about to be 20. I can still hump him.
Listen to this, Sonny. Okay, if there's a dude at any point in your life that you have had sex with, he still thinks he can hit you. As long as you're out there.
I'm sure that's why.
that's the way. Like it could have been 25 years ago. We was in the 10th grade, and that time he's still thinking, "Oh, yo, I ran into her at the game. Yo, you already know I can still." Like that's what he still thinks in his mind.
Yeah, they say especially with baby dads, they done had a kid with you, so they
Oh,
think they can just get it all the time.
yeah, that's yeah, I own you. What you talking about?
not I own you, damn. I hope it ain't like that.
I stamped my flag and left. You know what I'm saying? I climbed Mount Everest. Damn it!
You know what? I cannot. Cannot.
I climbed Everest. This joint say hype on here.
Keela says, I have a few exes that are mutual friends. We can all hang and be cordial, knowing that we just didn't work out. And that's always a good thing. I mean,
everybody
sometimes finding out or figuring out that a situation just didn't work out just because it just ain't working out. It's probably the best kind of breakups. You know what I mean? Because you're at that point in your life where you're like, you know what? Let's just be mature about this and realize this ain't going nowhere and just keep moving. Versus end up in a relationship that's just not working, and then you end up you either hurting them or they hurting you, because y'all on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely the more mature way to go.
That gotta really suck though. Like if y'all was friends and then it's like, yeah, but we crossed that line and now like that friendship is gone. Like once we did cross that line, we was never able to get that thing that we had back. We might have had a great chemistry as just friends, but once we tried to make something else happen and it don't work.
But that depends on the friendship, because I've had people where I've dated them. We had a period of time and we would fly like that. Like shit happened and went down, it went down. But at the end of the day, we decided that we were better off as friends, and the friendship lasted. It's no hate, it's no love lost, it's nothing like that. But it's just that we're not in that type of situation anymore. And I can see you and you can see me, and we understood that it's just not that type of vibe no more.
See, this would be the problem there though. Like if we was really cool and now
we touch each other private parts, it's a little different.
Yeah, like because now I can't come chill and like I ain't thinking like, all right, 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? She talking about come watch Love and Hip Hop came on tonight. In my head, we did this for years until after we crossed that line. Now while we sitting here, I'm like, it's one little this or that, and now you always thinking like.
But that's the type of thing. Like, so certain things are not going to be the same. Certain things might not be, and not initially, especially.
But the problem will be people will still try to let's still act like it's 2018 when we didn't cross that line. 2020 we crossed that line because we kind of just you were stuck only seeing 2-3 people at a time, and it was convenient for us. You know what I'm saying? But now we can't come over and chill because as a dude, I'm telling you now, and I'm already thinking like, oh yeah, you definitely gunning me if I came over here to watch. Like, I didn't just come over here to watch Stevie J cuss out Jocelyn.
You know what?
and so going back to the original topic, I think that's the thing, is that I think that a lot of guys are in that position where they feel like, okay, we may have broken things off, and I know that either I messed up or maybe even she messed up, but like Hype was saying, they feel like they have either this hold or they have at least the option of going back. And I think a lot of times when men do go back to women and get back into a woman's life, it's mainly that it's that already having that idea that they know that they can do it, and then they go back to the pursuit. I've seen plenty of times where my female friends or some of my male friends who spun the block where that's how it went. It was like the guy decided, you know what, I want this back. I miss you. I can't live without you.
But do they really though?
Like Tan says, they always want to come back because they miss that ass. So it's like that want to be back with somebody that they either have some kind of regret about losing, or that they realize that, like Dame said, that they are not mature enough, or they weren't mature enough at the time, and now they feel like they have it all together and ready now for that relationship.
Yeah, but
how much is jealousy playing?
Hold on. Let's everybody get turn. Go ahead, Sonny.
Go ahead, Sonny.
I said that bothers me too, because then for a female, we got to look at why you're coming back. yeah, you may have learned a lesson from the last situation, or at some point realized that, hey, this really was a good person, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I shouldn't have acted that. Let me try to win her back. Or it could be you saw her over here and she was over here with Joe Schmo, and you was like, man, nigga ain't shit. Let me try to get him back. It's a jealousy type vibe. Or it's just to do what? And like that's the worst thing you could do is get us back and waste our time or do the same nonsense. And some people don't have good intentions.
So that's the thing right there. I just said me and Sonny going the same place. Jealousy. How much does jealousy make the person want to double back? Because it might be if you doubling back into a situation where y'all was serious and then you see she got a whole other dude or whatever, and you like, man, this nigga corny. I know I can get her back from him. The whole reason that you wanted her back is because somebody else had her. Now that you got her back, you can't just pick up where you left off in this situation. You have to now build a whole new relationship because now y'all got different experiences that y'all got to play off of, and y'all also have the elephant in the room of you did leave me, or we did break up type thing. So them situations usually never work out because it ain't based on the fact that you really want me or you really feel like you lost something that you needed. It was just like, oh no, she walked in here with Willie at the party. Oh fuck no, I'm taking her tonight.
Yeah, I definitely have seen that happen. I literally know a person who did that a couple of times where it was like he didn't like the fact that she had moved on and was like, oh man, I gotta go get back. I gotta go get what's mine back. And it's like, what's yours? Like, but y'all broke up. And one of the times he broke up with the girl. So it was just like you made that decision to end that relationship, but now you're choosing to go back because you're mad that she moved on. Like, bro, like that don't make sense. That's backwards.
You got those I don't want you, but I don't want nobody else to have you situations.
Yeah, that's true too.
Go ahead. Here's another option that maybe memory is foggy because mind plays tricks on you. Maybe you're thinking as time goes on, maybe she really wasn't that bad, and maybe I should give it because perception gives makes you
get nostalgic.
I'm getting nostalgic, but you forgot the red flags.
you forgot the red flags, or maybe your memory is just faulty because you're thinking about another person. Maybe the person you're seeing now wasn't what you needed back then. Because you're like, oh, this person got together now. Where was this when I was dating her? Let me give her another try. It's just like that whole. It's just not like that whole pedestal when you're thinking you're like somebody. You know how you see somebody. You try to put them in a little box and like, wait, I thought you were like this when I was pursuing you. It's all that.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely agree with that because that happened to me. When I spun the block on one of those situations, the only situation, I was like, and like I said, it in my mind, the issues that we had in the first time in that relationship, the bigger issues stood out to me, not the smaller ones. And so when I decided to get back with her, it was more of me feeling like those bigger issues were behind us, and that I didn't have to worry about those bigger issues. Not realizing those smaller issues would be the annoyances that would cause me to, like Haim said earlier, have some trepidation about what I had decided to do. I think that, like Dame said, it's you romanticize about the good times and the nostalgia, and then, like you said, you get past those bigger things, or you get past the things that you do remember, and then you allow this thing to get back together, and then you like, wait a minute, oh yeah, I forgot you used to sleep with your feet with your feet cold and rubbed up against me. Oh yeah, and I forgot that you used to leave dishes in the sink, and that's annoying as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff. Or things you just don't remember.
Got your kids bad as hell. I'm not disciplining them. I'm sick of them motherfuckers.
right. So I just
forgot how bad of a mom you were.
Oh man,
you don't got your priorities in order.
Damn, son.
I forgot your counter always dirty.
Yeah, right. Keela said, I guess the only reason to go back to an ex is feeling like you know what you're dealing with. And that's not the only reason, but that's a big reason, I think. And like Hank had brought out in my previous situation was that that familiarity is what I needed at the time that kind of helped me push through what I was going through at the time. So I was going through a divorce, and then I decided to spend the block with this person, and then that familiarity made me feel more comfortable in what I was doing, because I did try to date outside of people I knew, and it was like, it was scary, because it was like, damn, I'm 10, 12, 15 years out of the dating scene. I don't know how
all over again. It's hard.
Really approach this situation. Exactly, like starting all over again. And so being able to have some ready-made relationship was just like, oh, bet it up. You know what I'm saying? So I think the draw was too strong. The draw was too strong to get with familiar versus, brand new.
Yeah, see, like that situation, like you could totally understand how you just go with something that because it's like you come out of a 13-year situation. It's like you are way behind the 8 ball. You don't even know what to ask this girl on this date. You don't even know how to pursue this situation, because it's like anything that you're going to talk about was with you and your either wife, husband, or like you talking way too much about your kids. Like you don't even know. Like you so socially awkward. It's like, man, if I could just find this bitch that I like, at least I already know her, and then we ain't got to go through all of that.
Right. For
like,
sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit is I don't know what the hell I'll be out here doing.
So another thing that I think is kind of prevalent, not as prevalent, but I always feel like when I see this happening is with situations where guys want to get back with a woman who may have left them, and it's because they may have not been prepared, and then they feel like, you know what, I know I messed up. Kind of back to what Dane was saying in terms of the either the emotional maturity or the inability to fully commit, or maybe they messed up, maybe they cheated, or maybe they didn't give the woman the time that she wanted, things like that. So that wanting to get that unfinished business out the way, you know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of those guys are the type that are like, you know what, I know I can do it better this time. I know I got it on lock this time. And I feel like that's a big one when men are older. You know what I'm saying? When they're older, they're more mature, and they're ready to settle down more. And then they think like, who really had my back, and who really was there for me, and I wasn't there for them.
Yeah, that part.
Keela says, any ex I have that I go back to is going to be sex. This is the second time Keela's mentioned this. Apparently, Keela likes sex.
Sounds like Keela has one or two guys specifically shooting it.
Well, actually, I think I don't want to say I went back. It was like a remix of a Go Back, right? I spun the block, and I went back for one thing specifically, and that's all I went back for, and it was like the best thing I could have done. And I was a complete asshole the entire time, and that's the only thing I wanted from him was just give me some head and go about your business. Like, I don't care how your day was. There's none of this stuff. Just come do this and get the fuck out and keep pushing. And
shouts out to those women.
That was actually cool for me for a period of time. He kept having problems with it, but like he kept having his own issues that I had to deal with. But I was just like, I don't really like you. I'm gonna do this until I get tired or find someone else to do it better than.
Yeah. And I think that's the
guy has ever complained about that relationship. Like, oh, you only want to come over here and are you gonna roll right after? Oh, girl.
Not because I didn't even want to have sex. I just wanted some head and go about your business.
Yeah, man, it'd be like that sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't need nothing else from you. I'm not doing nothing with you. We're great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Going about your
Shout out to those women.
No doubt. Tan says, I've had guys literally tell me I got my bread.
Appreciate you hitting the like button. That's what I needed back then.
I'm sorry. What's wrong? What'd you say, son?
I said I needed Heinz. I appreciate you hit the like button.
Oh, hitting the button exactly. She said, I appreciate you hitting the button.
That's all I needed. That's all I
No doubt. You're going to use that one. Make sure you use that one. Let us know.
Shit.
Tan says, I've had guys literally tell me, I've got my bread up. I can treat you much better now. She's like, I'm like, it wasn't the money, my guy.
Like it was.
If a girl hit you with my guy, especially when she for the D, just know you're not going nowhere, my guy.
Now that could be a problem in a relationship. How many relationships fall out because of financials?
True.
And
True.
you feel like he less than because he can't do what it is that he needs to be doing or feels like he needs to be doing.
Mhm.
So it's
Example,
like,
most of the dudes in my dated, none of them could date. That was the number one problem. You couldn't do like you could do for me, but you really couldn't do for me because I made more. And a lot of people had an issue with that. So I've had that where it says, I got some more money, I could do more. And it's like I've never cared about the money because I'm gonna make sure I was taken care of either way, whether you was here or not. But like it wasn't like that wasn't the reason why we had issues. That would never be the reason why I wouldn't deal with somebody
But
because now if you got your pride
but
right and
it
you're a
ain't e- it
but
crackhead,
ain't
yes, we
Sonny,
have
even
a problem.
it ain't even you. Go
but
ahead, Dave.
sometimes that could be a guy issue, not a you issue. Because
Yeah, I be.
a lot of guys' egos can't take the woman supporting them or being a breadwinner. A
That
lot
would
of
be
guys
me.
have that big of an ego. To me, I don't care. Long as we both get into our destination, we have a set goal in mind. Hey, girl, go and make your money. Like my wife makes more money. She's a professional nurse. No, she's a registered nurse.
My
She's going
wife
to
a
make
nurse
more
too.
money.
Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, she's going to make more money than me. The only way I'll do her is be a nurse practitioner or a doctor
For sure. For sure.
or a physicist.
Ken said
See,
that's exactly what he said. Hype.
that's what I'm saying. Because like that's one of them things where it's like me personally, like Dame said, my wife is a nurse. So obviously she's going to make a certain amount, but Hype is a hustler and makes things happen all as many ways as he possibly can. It takes me like, even though you don't need X, Y, or Z for me, I feel like a nut if I can't provide it. It's not
Yeah.
about you needing it. It's about me not being able to put it on the table. You had a choice to say yes or no. But if I don't have a choice to tell you, you can either have it or you can't. If I just know flat out I can't do it, then it's like that's your own pride, ego, and your own thing that you can't be with this person if you can't pay like you weigh. Relationships, yams cost money, okay? And if
Yeah,
you
but don't
want to
put
be
on the
with him,
female to say that, oh, I got my bread up. Because then if, like, even if he didn't tell
it's a
Tan that,
certain no, it's a certain way to say that. But if you're not mature enough to articulate that, and if you don't understand that that's what the problem is, there, like Dame said, dude's been told to suppress your feelings and don't talk about none of that, and you won't even recognize that this is what really the problem is, because it's like you don't even know how to say that shit, because you
yeah.
don't
Yeah, I
even
mean,
understand that's what it is. It
it's
take
it's
a lot for you to get to that point to understand that this is what the problem really is. It's not even you, it is me. That's one of them situations where it's not you, it is me.
and two, I think that for some guys that financial aspect affects not only their approach, but it affects their personality. You know what I'm saying? In terms of how, because they may feel inadequate. Their self-esteem is knocked a little bit, and they may feel like, oh, I can only do so much, so I'm only going to try so much, or I'm only going to attempt so much because I feel like I don't have the adequate financials to do this. Not all of them, because some people are going to fake it anyway. But I think for some people it is something that will affect them in just the way that they approach everything. And when they get to a more confident level, which for them it's either a better job or better money or better social status, then it makes them perform better in different aspects of their life. And I think
Couple
that's where they
full
get that
prescriptions
confidence
in.
to tell you, hey, I got my money up, or I got this, I can do this and do that for you now. And you may be like, nah, it was really the fact that you like to argue with me about stupid stuff all the time, or it's the fact that you like to, cheat on me with scallywags. This wasn't the issue. The money wasn't the issue. It was the fact you was
Hold up. Stop
a,
right
a,
there. Stop
a,
right there.
a
Think
narcissist.
about that though. Think about that though, right there, what you're saying. The reason why he's arguing with you is because he feels inadequate.
Right.
And the reason why he's messing with the scallywag is because she needs him. She makes him feel like he is the man, and it's like she's dependent upon me. You aren't dependent upon me. I feel less than whenever I'm interacting with you, so that now I'm gonna just start some shit just so I can get away from you and go deal with her because I know I am better than her, type of thing. It take a lot for you
That's
to
true too. That's very true.
it
And I
take
because I
a
know a lot of
it
guys who
take a lot for
target.
dudes to get there because some niggas never get there. They be 58 still doing that shit, and you'll never
Yeah.
understand this is what really is going on.
But yeah, and like you said, I know guys that will target women based on their financial status or their class status because they feel like that, like you said, like they are above that woman who, that they're going after, even though there's women that they probably could be with that, make more money or things like that, but they will be like, hey, you know what? I know for a fact this woman needs me or will, accept my bullshit or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
And that's who they'll go after.
Them joints definitely cost.
Keela said, oh my God, I hate them type. Tan said, yeah. Oh, she's repeat what you said. Said yams cost money, but she said that's true, definitely true. And she said, but with that guy, it was definitely just him, not the money.
Dudes is handing out these hammers for free, but you gotta cut the check to get them joints.
For sure. But yeah, Sunny, of course, Sunny's not on the screen. I don't know if she's. Oh, you still there?
Unmute yourself.
So my next question is for the ladies.
Can't hear you if you don't unmute.
Right. My next question is for the ladies. Why do you let us? Why y'all out here letting us come back? What gives you the feeling that this is going to possibly work, or is just a good idea at this point that makes you let these guys come back? Go ahead, Sonny.
She don't want to stretch out that body count number.
No, it's not even that. It's like, I can't speak for all females, but I'm gonna just say what I said. If y'all agree, just send me high fives up in the thing, or disagree and say we should speak your piece. But I feel like it depends. So it could be a number of things where you let him come back, like I said, for if it's not really him, it's really you. It's really a you issue that you need to work on. That's why it didn't work out, because he was trying and you just really didn't give him the opportunity. You let him come back for that. What he did wasn't that bad. Definitely what Lakila said, the tongue game in the eggplant is amazing. So yeah, he, and that's a big thing too, because the vibe is there. You have that chemistry. It's kind of hard to let go of that, and then that can fix. Sometimes it can help fix small problems. It might not be a big problem; it might be a small problem. So that can definitely fix it. Another thing is that you genuinely see a change in the person. So if I was dating Dame, I'm going to say Dame so Dame could be happy tonight. But if I was dating Dame and we broke up because I felt like he was on nonsense, right? He had this issue that I've been telling him, like, you need to fix this because I can't rock with you if you're going to be like this. You need to change. And no matter how many times I told me to change, he just didn't until we broke up. And now he's coming back, but I see the change. It's not him saying it. He's changed. It's me actually seeing the actions and the work being done, or that the work is being done, and that he's willing to fix it or stuff like that. Then that makes me feel like I could give him another shot because you're doing the work. Yeah, I'm putting up these walls, I have this imaginary checklist, and you're checking the boxes as to show that you have now since changed. Because like Hympe and you guys been staying on the show throughout this whole entire show. He may not have been mature at the time that I met him. So we had the problems with a lack of immaturity and certain things that he needed to get his life together. But and now a couple years, like I meet him 5 years later and I see a completely different Dame. That's better. If he asks for a shot now, it will make sense for me to try and give him another chance. Is that, but like for me, basically, I got to see something in you to make me change, or you just give amazing head and probably blow my ass, and I might let you just come back because of that. Who knows? But more often than not, if I really like with you like that, and we really broke up, and I was really upset about it, and I wanted to give him that chance, it probably was me that needed to fix something about myself, or it was something that you fixed that I see, or see you making the necessary changes to move forward and not be in the same place that you were when we were together.
For sure, because all of that makes sense. All that makes sense, and I definitely like the idea, because it makes sense definitely for a big point of it, and I can see that happening with a lot of women is the whole seeing a guy grow, mature, or just be a better version of themselves, and then her deciding, you know what, I will give him another chance. I will allow him to come in and be a better him for me this time. Tan says sometimes you date other people and you realize the guy wasn't really that bad.
That's a big fact, because you realize you see what he may have lacked. He may have been better with priorities, and money is a big situation where a lot of people bump heads and situations go left. So if he is not financially responsible and just a dumb, like not that, then maybe. But if you go to Joe Schmo and they just a piece of shit all across the board, and you realize that Mike wasn't that goddamn bad. Like he did some nonsense, some bullshit, but we can work on that. Or his sex game might have been whack. You can fix that. This nigga being a fuck nigga for all across the board, like you might want to go back to Mikey and try it, because the grass was not greener on that side. It was completely fake grass, and now you got the real one. You just got to touch it up and do the stuff to make it work.
Right, for sure. Keela
I
said,
just like the part where Dame gets a chance though.
Keela says, I would constantly think about what led us to ending a relationship to where I don't want you back. And see, that was what my issue was. It's like, I know the reason we ended this thing, and it's there's no reason for me to go back. And I definitely feel like if I ended it for a really good reason, that it made me not like you, then I probably don't want to like you again. So
it's definitely people that I've ended it with, and there's no going back. I don't give a fuck if they offer to blow my ass right now, live and then living color. Now I'm good. Like I'm like, and it's people, they're like, why you won't give me no chance? I ain't do no nonsense. Somebody else did XYZ. You still with them? You gave him a shot. No. You, me and you, we ain't never, ever. Like it's just done. Like some people you get like that. It's just a done deal. Nothing they can say till you can bring it back. Nothing they can do. You don't care if they done went on Yana Fix My Life and got their life together, and they got their shit together. And it's like, nah, I'm good.
Y'all Fix My Life.
right.
You know how some
that
people
used to be
need
my
that
mom
extra,
shit.
or Dr. Phil or somebody, and they finally got their life
to...
together. It's like, no, I still don't want you.
Saturday night
across the board, 100.
My mom shit.
Keela says, if you dump me, you really ain't getting another chance. Dang. She's like, nah,
I ever been dumped.
Dump me, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I don't think I ever been dumped. I've been cheating on
you for a good reason.
Cheating on being dumped?
No.
You cheated on him, and then
they cheated on me, but they didn't want to leave me. They told me I couldn't leave them alone. Like, how niggas cheat on you, they don't want you to go nowhere because they cheating on you. You done got proof you leaving, and they mad because you leaving them. Like, bruh, you got Boom Quisha over here. Like, what you mean? Like, I think you dumped me. When you started sleeping with her, you dumped me.
Right.
A little harmless cheating ain't never hurt nobody.
You know what?
Oh, have y'all heard Division's new song? He says, if I get caught, it should only count if I get caught. Basically, that's what he said.
That's what I'm saying. But if you get caught cheating, is that technically you dumped your girl because you sleeping with somebody else?
No, you definitely ain't dumped her.
That's two things. One thing has nothing to do with the other.
You know what? Y'all terrible. Y'all terrible.
Because I ate sausage for breakfast doesn't have anything to do with the wings I'm gonna have for dinner.
I cannot.
Exactly.
These are two totally different situations.
What you about to say, Dave?
I said I'm with him.
Right.
I got a question for y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
So, if you were dating a female and y'all broke up, what would make you take her back other than the standard issue? She got good pussy and she probably do stuff at the best. Like, what would be a reason you would allow her to come back?
Pretty high on my list right there, though.
Come back to me. You said what, Hank?
See, I said that's pretty high on my list, Sonny. I don't think for me, I was telling my man this earlier. This is probably gonna turn into an episode. I'm an extremist. So when I care too much. And when I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. So we broke up, and it's like we broke up 3 years ago, and I know you was talking to this weirdo, and then I know you let him hit. Like, I'm never getting that out of my head to the point where I can take you back, because it's like, you want to kiss, like, you was fucking with this nigga. I can't. I could hit, but this is a surface level relationship from here on out.
I cannot.
I can't come watch no Love and Hip Hop. I'm cool.
Right.
Unless this is the you up text, I can't reply.
Keela says, I only been dumped twice, and both times I got dumped because I didn't want marriage.
So she out for Lori Harvey and people. Okay.
Right.
All right, hold up. Hey, Keela, I need you to answer this question for me. Do you want to get married? Because this is a future episode of the Hot Hustle Podcast with Hank.
All right.
Am I gonna be on that?
What would make you spin the block with the next? Besides the sex and the fact you're married.
comfortable situation.
Well, I hate to say it, but I think that's a sign of maturity on their part. Because if Keela doesn't want to go any further than what they are, that's not fair to them to waste their time on a relationship that's not going further than what they want.
Yeah, true that. True that. Yeah.
It would have to be comfortability, Willie. Just because, like you said, it's just I already know what this is. Especially you end up getting out of a long-term situation, and now you fish out of water. You don't know how the game go, and at least I already know how this works. I already know what this is going to be like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Keela said, "Y'all jinxed me. My ex just hit me up." We knew they was gonna hit you up, Keela.
That happened on Willie did that on the old a couple podcasts ago. I was like, Willie, listen, I need you to get your life.
Never know who's watching. Never know who's watching, Keela. Nigga said, "A word." She said, "If I double back, it was because the joint was popping." Oh yeah.
Listen, I probably got exes watching this. Listen, don't pay attention to nothing I said.
Yeah, right.
Sonny gonna get the blow. Sonny gonna get the blow emoji in her DMs as soon as we get.
Listen.
Exactly.
Listen.
So Dame, what would make you spin the block with the next?
The quote of the night is, "I ain't just cute."
Had the right, attributes.
Comfort. I'd be real comfortable with what I'm about to go back into. I have to take a scale of, can I live with the quirks that get on my nerves, that what she does? Is it a deal breaker type situation?
I don't know. I know an ex of Dame's that Dame would run back to if he was divorced right now.
Like if her feet and listen, baby, ain't that no foot powder.
Dame's blowing smoke right now, y'all.
He gonna bring up Carolyn from down at the market like that. That's crazy.
but no, comfort is definitely a big thing. I feel you on that. I definitely feel it because like I said, I did it because of that. But also I think for me, it would have to be one of those situations where I felt like not only did I mess up or that I didn't allow that relationship to flourish, and that I could see the qualities in that woman that I need going forward from here going forward. Not what she had back then, but what does she have now that I definitely can say, you know what, this is the exact qualities that I need in a woman, and I want to be able to move forward with that with her, because previously, like basically the unfinished business. I'm definitely the guy that would be like, you know what, if I had some unfinished business and I knew that this would work out, or I had a strong feeling this would work out, I would probably do it at that point. But at this point, because I've done it already, I'm like, I wouldn't do it just because of that either. You know what I mean? Because I definitely have adopted and really feel the whole thing of just don't look back. There's no reason to look back. You have too many other opportunities out here, especially because there's probably there's gonna be issues that probably come up. There's going to be trust issues for some relationships. There's going to be, whatever the case may be, there's going to be something, so, and I just kind of firmly believe that, there's a lot of things I don't close the door on in this life, but that's one of them. That's one of them I
do. All right.
And that's why I take comfort though, because for guys, I don't know about you guys, but
Keela says it's funny too. She said it's too funny because she's about to circle the block.
I don't know about you guys, but you
probably watching this show, Keela.
Always,
hey.
I always have a way out for everything. Like, always have a backup plan to my backup plan to a backup plan. But when you go in a relationship,
you ain't confident, bro.
They ain't gonna get in trouble. I'm not in part of this conversation. No, I'm not participating. I'm gonna go dark.
I have a backup plan for this show. If it doesn't work out, I'm going to another show. But for my first marriage, I put all my eggs in that basket because I knew it was going to work out. I wanted to make it work out. And when things went south the other way because I felt betrayed and I thought somebody that I said I do to on that platform that they had my back too. So I put all my eggs in that basket. I had no backup plan. I didn't know what to do when that divorce happened. I'm like, what's next? Like, so now I have no more backup plan. I got 3 kids, a mortgage now. So if the stuff goes south again, I'm moving in with with Will or Sonny. Yeah, hey, what's going on?
No, there's nobody moving with me. I like my peace and quiet.
No, hey, I don't know you make more money than me. What are you doing?
Well, set up his room. He getting kicked out soon.
Skinner said, "Well, at least I'm honest about why."
Listen, that's how you
got a whole other show. We got a whole nother show going on in the comments.
Cuz was in them comments. He said, "Oh, word, she must be talking about me." It's the third time she said so.
Along and following on. This show gonna be about what she's so interested in. I'm gonna go see what it's about.
Yeah, right, exactly.
You did have that up earlier, Keith.
As I said, feel free any of my exes to ignore this whole fucking show. Skip right past it.
I've been known to throw out some friend zones myself. I'm saying.
Actually, this is about to be our after show topic. All right, so Keela said dudes hate being friend zoned after getting sex. So I just wanted to take a quick poll to find out how true or untrue that is. Dame, how true or untrue is that?
Yeah, he pissed off already.
Would you hate to be friend zoned after getting sex? Just a quick question. Just what's on your mind, Dame?
It's never happened. I got friend zoned, then I got the sex, but I've never been friend zone after sex.
No. Like there's no relationship after the sex. Like you got the sex and then it's like no relationship. Did you hate that? Did you mad?
I know what I came for.
Hi. What about you, buddy? What did you get upset?
I feel like once I've tagged, then I'm saying I have the ability to be able to tag again. But if we just gonna say this is the situation, yes, I would definitely feel some type of way. Now I would feel like you said, this would go back to like the jealousy. I don't really want you, but I got a point to prove type of thing now. So it's like, what you mean I can't no more? Like, yeah, I'll turn this no into a yes.
Right.
But I would definitely be.
So you're gonna turn that no into a yes? Okay.
Yes, because as soon as you tell me that, it'd be like, what? Like you clutching your pearls type joint? Like, huh?
I got called out for that before.
I was about to say I was about to reverse it to Sonny. Now,
no, Sonny. I did. I got called out for that. Some dude was like, "So you gonna fuck me and never talk to me no more?" I was like, "Excuse me, what?"
Bro.
Like
all right, so no, look.
I thought everything was cool. It just happened. It went down.
All right, cool. So now this is what I need to.
Like it was bad.
This is what I need to know from Sonny. So now this tables is turned, and now you like, hey, what's up? And he like, oh no, sis, I'm good. Like,
how would you? I've never had that. I think if I tried it, I probably can get it because Now, I mean, if I did get turned down, I think only one person that I probably touch inappropriately, let them touch my private parts, will probably tell me no. And the only reason he's gonna tell me no is because he's watching this show. That's all I'm gonna
say. He already getting primed to be like, no, I'm straight. Because
I got his friends on me and I got it. So like, bruh, like, so I think we friend zone. Well, hold on, wait a minute. I friend zone him. He friend zone me right behind that, and I got it. So like, sir, you can say that publicly. You're gonna say nah, but privately.
Right.
Have you ever gotten a bro in a text message and you was like, whoa, this is not like, bro, I ain't your brother. Like, this is not what we was like. Yeah. No.
Are you talking to the guy?
Yeah. Okay. Have you gotten a bro thrown in there at you and it was like, oh, wait. That was a quick punch. Yeah,
that's what I was saying earlier about the my guy. When a woman from the D hits you with the my guy, you know it's over, bro.
My sister said that. My little sister Nikki said she's like my guy.
It's already a wrap. That relationship is over. Just wrap it up, put a bow on it, and send it away.
Do I get verbal cues to let you know it's over? No, I don't.
Right. Let's go back to the episode happening in the comments.
Yeah, she said
never mind. He pissed me off already. I'm a park. I'm a park. Well, you on your way? Damn. We got a whole Stevie show going on. Then she says, I just told him I put him in the friend zone after sex to protect him. Wow. Okay, to protect him. She says really because the sex was whack.
That's terrible. I don't think if the sex was terrible, we're not friends or nothing. First of all, I told you about the story about the dude I had a crush on, and I finally got some, and that nonsense happened. I was like, I was crushed beyond crushed. I couldn't friend on him because I couldn't be around him. How dare he do that to me?
Right.
Them Jones be the problem though. Those long. I've been building up this anticipation for 4 years, and now it can't really live up to your expectations.
No, it didn't even start hype. It didn't even. It was
a non-starter.
Like,
hold up, he shot.
he pulled out something, and I got happy. And then he pulled out something else, and I was disappointed. And I was like, "Why would you?"
How many somethings do we have? Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. No, hold on. Let me back it up.
Yeah, rephrase
that. That made me happy.
Did that brother get circumcised?
No. He pulled something out that made me happy. He pulled out something else, and I was like, "Well, you're not really ready for that first thing." And he was like, "I am," and I was like, "So, yeah, no."
I think you need to elaborate because we're really confused right now. Like, how many? God, I don't understand what's going on.
I had a crush on him for a good period of time. So when you finally get the D, you all skipping through the middle like I'm gonna get the D. I finally get the D. Blah blah blah. Happy skippity dude. I'm so excited, right? He pulled out that golden wrapper. You see that golden ticket. You know how what that do to us women.
Copy. All right.
I was so excited.
I that earlier. We was
like,
what is you talking about?
I was really excited about it. Okay. And then he pulled out.
It was
this much space in the joint.
but look, no. And then he didn't get a chance to put it on because I said, "Oh, you can't put it on right now. You're not hard." He said, "Yes, I am." And I was like, you know what?
Damn.
This ain't that no more. Like this ain't
no comment.
That's messed up.
Like, cause I just tried to give him. I'm like, bro, you ain't even hard yet. He's like, I am. I'm like, wait.
He said, girl, this is granite countertop I got going here.
He's like, this is the stiffy, deal with it.
I'm like, oh, okay.
So Keela says she did have one that had sex that was too good, but she didn't want to be in her feelings, so she had to let that one go.
I did that too. You ain't gonna fuck me like that, and then I gotta talk to you every day. Bitch, I would kill you. Do you know that?
Yeah, that's hard to hear. It's like you're
no. He was like, why you ain't call me no more? I'm like, listen, let me tell you something. Yeah. One night he kept asking me, and I was drunk enough to tell him, like, listen, first of all, you can't fuck somebody and look in their eye and think that everything's fine. After that, no, I love you. Like, we go together. Like, at this point, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, when you found out you did too much, you did the most. Like, you know what? You did the most, and now
like a $2 whore laying on the bed trying to figure out my life. No, never calling you again.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, guys. You gotta watch.
I ain't holding you. I'm calling you.
Keela said yes, honey. Yes.
Listen,
I'm definitely calling you.
I've done it to people, but I don't like it being done to me.
I'm gonna continue with the shout outs because we got another one on the line.
Yes,
Brittany.
Brett.
What up, though, Brett? Appreciate you for dropping in. Brittany's been another consistent guest or commenter as well as guest. She's been on the show.
She's been on my show numerous times.
I want to say at least 5 or 6 times, at least.
Yes.
So you and Brittany have sex with Sonny? Go ahead now.
We have.
She's been on sex with Sonny twice or 3 times.
He missed our toy show, so like he missed the whole production. What? That was fun.
Oh yeah, yep, for sure. She's also been on the main show. She's been on the game show as well as the what was the one we did before we started doing these regularly? The Quarantine and Chill. Yep, she did Quarantine and Chill. Her and Tashi. Yeah. They did Quarantine and Chill with us too. So shout out to Brittany. Appreciate you. And Britt, I'm giving shout outs to commenters because this is our 7th anniversary. So appreciate all of our people who are and shout out to Tan too. Tan just started joining us in the last year. And been on in the comments several times. I've guest appeared on one of her shows. She had a show she was doing at one point, and then she's been in our comments quite regularly as well.
Less.
So shout out to Tan, appreciate you. And then what happened? Where did I miss out? Where did I go leave off? So go back to Brittany. Brittany, she said, "Hi guys, I definitely friend zoned a couple of guys after sex, and it was mainly because the sex wasn't great." Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. And I think that's the thing. And I think, and what I was getting at earlier was the thing is guys generally. So there's two things that happen. In general, guys don't get upset that you friend zone them after sex when they get to have sex. It's if you were good or they really enjoyed you. They get upset about being friend zoned when they can't get it anymore. That's what makes them upset. It's like, wait a minute, you let me get a taste of this good thing, and now I can't have it no more. That's what makes them upset. That's definitely what makes them upset.
Now, if you gonna tell me I can't handle it?
If they were just trying to get there for that one and done, then they usually don't care. But I definitely know for a fact, because I've definitely, I've been there before, where it was like, you know what, this is whatever the reason was. I'm not about to get into details, but it's like, oh yeah, nah, you can't have this no more. It's like, damn it. It's like, and I think that most guys too are in that situation where it's usually the woman that'll cut that off, because a guy ain't cutting that off. I've not met a guy that says, you know what, either that her sex was too good, or even if her sex was whack. I know for a fact, I know some guys out there still trying to have sex with women that they've complained about. And if anybody's seen that new SBC chat, or what is it called, SBC chat or SCC chat on Instagram, where they be having the different questions, there was some woman that mentioned that a guy, that the guy or the boyfriend of hers, I guess she was in this relationship for a year. She's in a relationship for a year, and she says that he got sick trying to go down on her. Like, he literally vomited trying to go down on her. And so she says that off? Well, he told her, he told her it was her personal hygiene. So she says she figures it's an excuse because he's still there after a year. And somebody in the comments also said, what is he still doing there for if he doesn't like her stinky pussy? My thing is, guys will do that. They will literally stay in these relationships because there's something else he wants from her, or because he doesn't care. He's just not going to do that part anymore. He'll do everything else. Guys are weird like that. They will literally stick in these relationships for the oddest reasons, and it has nothing to do with
the gas bill or something.
You said, what's that?
She paying the gas bill or something. That's what
she might be on his, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, Keela said it'd be so messed up when you let them out of the friend zone and sex whack, like back to the zone you go. Yeah, that's gotta be heartbreaking. That's gotta be heartbreaking.
No, I'm not getting bothered.
Go back to the other. Oh yeah, Brittany says, like, I got new toys to review too. Oh, so we got to get another Sex with Sunny toy review show to make sure we get that together.
Sunny's celibate this month.
Appreciate it, Britt. She says, oh my God, happy anniversary. Keela says, happy anniversary. Appreciation.
Thank you, ladies.
Appreciations. Keela says they stopped calling like they used to. Yeah, sometimes that does happen. That does happen. And and that's the guys who just bullshit and who just out there. That's just there for, like, you know what? I just want to hit it and quit it. That's those guys. Which I remember back in the day, that was kind of a thing young guys did. I mean, I don't know if that's still a thing young guys do now. But I know back in the day and back in, when we were younger, that was a thing that young guys would do, that hit it and quit it stuff, which was definitely whack, but it happens.
It happens.
Keela said they won't do repairs and put together IKEA stuff. I don't know. I hate putting together IKEA stuff.
I'm not Overton. I'm not over here to be your handyman.
I'll repair something, but I'm definitely trying to avoid the IKEA stuff.
Oh no, I get people that do repairs, even if I don't want them to help me with the repairs, because I want people like you could sit, like, a guy helping me put something together, some sit there, leave me the fuck alone, because I got this. Like, stop touching shit. Get your big ass hands out the way. I got it.
I'm with Willie. Them IKEA boxes, man. Bracket A is never in the box. Okay, after you done hooked after you done hook C into D, you realize this shit was E and F. Like, I will pay the extra $75 to have it assembled already.
My thing is the fact that it'll say easy as 1, 2, 3, but it's 17 steps
It's
in
700
1,
pieces
24
in it, yeah.
steps in 2, 103 steps in 3. I'll be like, wait
Shit
a
like
minute,
a Lego
bro.
set.
Why is it the 1, 2, 3 instruction, but the book is 43 pages long? I don't get it.
That's what I'm saying. That should be a Lego set. I'm cool. Just extra $75. You can already give me the assembled one.
I don't like the ones with just the pictures. Like, no, give me the fucking instructions.
I know, right? Exactly.
Don't
That's the
put pictures, 'cause then I gotta-
That's why I said, because bracket A and bracket E look exactly the fuck alike. And now you done hooked the wrong piece into it. It's screwed already. You stripping the nail. You pissed. I'm not doing none of this.
Right. Oh,
And
Keela
even
says
that
I'm 40.
use the,
Time to explore the toys. So make sure we invite Keela to that show so she can find out all about the toys.
Yeah, we had toy shows, really fun. We reviewed. I think we ordered a couple of things, tried them out, and then talked about it. And then we had somebody that won the prize, and then they told us about what they won, and it was a lot of fun. And we talked about the rules because the rules was hitting.
Keela said, "Keep them in the friend zone. Get that ish put together."
I got friends that have been in the friend zone for some years, and they put some shit together for me. Sometimes when I'm lazy, just go ahead and put that together. Thank you so much.
Right.
Perks of being single, you call everybody. What? I don't go with none of you motherfuckers. I ain't fucking nobody. But I'm gonna need you to fix this washing machine. I'm gonna need you to do this. Put it together because I don't feel like doing it right now. And I also need you to give me a ride to the grocery store and pay for half my groceries. Thank you so much.
Not pay for half my groceries, bro. I'm not that kind of friend.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm hitting the washing machine. Then about to take you to go get the 2 for $5. Oh hell no.
I'm joking.
Keela said, "Don't give him sex though, Sonny."
Yeah, I don't got time for that. I don't want to hump nobody. I don't want nobody touching my private parts.
For sure. All right, well, it's been a great show. Appreciate everybody for watching. Appreciate all the commenters. A lot of our regulars came through. Appreciate all of you. Happy anniversary again to this show.
Yeah,
7 years in. We got we're well over 450 episodes. We got tons of content for you guys. We're one of the longest running podcasts in all the podcasts. We probably have the most episodes out of a lot of them as well, because we are very consistent and we have a lot of shows. We got content. You can catch us Mondays 10 p.m. here on the GFT Radio Show. The How to Hustle podcast with Hype every Tuesday at 2 p.m.
Episode 75 this week.
Yes, sir. Styles and Chevy recap every Wednesday. We are on hiatus right now, so we won't have a show for a few weeks. We are waiting for She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, to drop, and we'll be doing episodes of She-Hulk, Attorney at Law 1 week behind. It starts August 18th, so we'll start the following week. So make sure you guys come back and check us out once we're off hiatus. Sex with Sunny Live is on 2 Fridays each month, except for August. She will not be on in August. Make sure you come back in September, where we'll have a couple of great shows for you guys, hopefully a toy review show. So make sure you guys come check us out for that. Every other Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Fans Perspective. That's when Smooth and Dame will come through with all the sports. They also have Jeezy, Al. So make sure you guys come through and check out the crew and get all your sports news, highlights, debates, and all that good stuff. And our newest show, One Crazy Month, presented by Styles and Dame. We talk about headlines, great, random topics off the internet, and give you our quick opinion on that. It's a quick show. It's a fun show. Make sure you come check us out. Our next show should be the 16th of August, if I'm not mistaken. But just be on the lookout. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will know when our shows are dropping. Let me get these last couple of comments. Appreciate it, Tan. Thanks you for joining us as usual. Appreciate you as well. Appreciate your support. Keela says you'll get more results. Nothing like a man trying to get out of
that part.
I've been there.
Sometimes you work your way out, because
climb your way out.
When you put my ADT system up, you might look a little sexy. You might look at you in different light. The sweat falling off you might look a little special. I don't know.
Overton is not in the building, girl.
For sure.
Thank you, Tan. I'm over here. You don't know what I'm dealing with today.
Oh, man. She said, Sunny again. Hair is so pretty.
Thank you.
Tell him, Sunny, I'm not just cute. In
the meantime, Sunny, tell them where they can
the quote of the night.
You can find me at IamSunny_D, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. They are hating on my Brittany, Dr. Phil moment. Like, you know, when Dr. Phil like, is this your man? I'm like, yeah. With my husband Brittany, y'all hating. That's my hubby. He been cheating on me, but I still love him. That's what husbands do. They cheat. Anywho.
Wow.
And you also visit me, except for Hype, on unreservedly.com. I'm petty.
All right, Hype, let them know where they can find you at, buddy.
I've been married for 6 years. I haven't cheated on my wife. Hey, boo. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. It's HYMPE. It's Hype. It's not Hype. I'm not geeked up. Keela, check your friend request on Facebook. I just sent you one. We might have an episode to do. Instagram and Twitter at I am Hype. Custom Hustle World. Get your back to school shopping done at Custom Hustle World on Instagram and at H2H Cleaning for my cleaning company. Hey, congratulations, 7 years, y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that. Once again, make sure you guys go check out Smooth. He didn't make it in tonight, but you can always check him out over at Trenton Groomy on Twitter. Visit him over at kingstruth.com for his blog. He's always dropping great topics and poems, and he's got some interviews out there in the archives. So make sure you go check that out on his blog. Or you can catch him over at the King's Truth on Snap. See his cute daughter and him do all kinds of cool, cute stuff on Snap. So make sure you go check that out. And since Dame's not here, even though I changed his banner, interact with Dame over at Another Level Up on IG, Shinlo21 on Twitch, Checkmate21 on TikTok, and Shinlo21 on Xbox. Excuse me. I need to stop chewing gum while I'm on the show. It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Interact with me over at Willie Styles on IG and Twitter. Get at me at Willie.Styles on Snapchat and TikTok. Find me over at GamingWithStyles.com, where I'm playing video games every now and then. Haven't been on in a while. I have been very busy, been traveling a lot, been hanging out a lot, been living life. You know what I'm saying? Willie. So make sure you guys check that out. You can see replays of other gaming sessions that I've had. Or visit me over at StylesRadio.com, where I'm checking out all the hot tracks. Checked out Beyonce, not impressed, but she's got a couple good songs on the album. Rechecked out Breezy. Checked out the new Akeem Ali and Steve Lacy. I got hip to Steve Lacy recently. So appreciate the tip from one of our viewers. Appreciate you for doing that. Steve Lacy's got a hot album, so make sure you guys check that out. You'll see all those postings on stylesradio.com. And as always, WillieStyles.info for all my links. Make sure you guys go over to our website at GFTRadioshow.com. As soon as I can find the banner, GFTRadioshow.com. Hit our socials up, GFT_radio on Twitter and Instagram, GFT Radio on Twitch, GFT Radio Network on Facebook. Join the conversation group over at Facebook.com/group/GFT Join the Conversation, where you'll find mostly Dame over there posting a bunch of stuff, and but keeping everybody entertained, as well as with great topics as well to discuss. Listen free on demand 24/7 on all your favorite audio platforms or replays here on the video platforms, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. And get our merchandise. I got on the I Am In These Tweets shirt. Make sure you check out our t-shirts, our sweatshirts, hoodies, crop tops, all kinds of stuff over at gftradio.creator-spring.com. Support us while we support you. 450 plus episodes in, 7 years in. Appreciate everybody for all the support. As Hype would always say, appreciate you for hitting the button. And as usual, we are out.
Yo, it's your boy Dame here.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D.
Yo, it's your boy Smooth from the GFT Radio Network.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building.
Join us Mondays at 10 p.m. live on Twitch, YouTube, and our Facebook. And if you miss us, don't worry. You can catch it on our website, gftradioshow.com. And if you feel like talking to us every day, join our Facebook group.
At Join the Conversation, the group where you can discuss all kinds of topics.
Catch me also, Fans Respected, Dope Sports Show. Holla at your boy.
You can cop some merchandise over at our store, teespring.com/stores, GFT Radio. You can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, masks, and even more.
Next time on GFT Radio, what are we talking about? Join the conversation to find out.
Make sure you get at us on GFTRadioshow.com for all of our audio and video